We are turning our set red tonight to bring you breaking news from Jefferson County. And good evening, I'm Trent Butler.
I'm Sherry Jackson. For the second day in a row, emergency crews are on the scene of a school bus accident. This one happened on Rudd School Road in Pinson just after 3 o'clock this afternoon. WIAT 42 News reporter Jamie Ostroff is there at the scene. Jamie, what happened?
That school bus was pulled out of this ditch here behind me about 30 minutes ago. That was about an hour after it fell in there, and you can see those skid marks. That is what is left behind from a very, very chaotic afternoon for parents and children. Let's get to some video now. There were more than 50 students on this school bus when it flipped over. 12 of them were hurt. 2 of them, we are told, were evaluated on the scene, then told they were fine. It was okay to go home. 10 of those children were rushed to the hospital. We are told that there were no life-threatening injuries, and I did speak with one student who was getting off the bus. She said the driver had actually just pulled over to help a student when the bus turned over.
Miss Space was getting up, and she was going to see this girl who had hurt her head, and the bus was going down the side of the ditch, and it fell, and it had went inside of the ditch, and it really was in pain. And I hit my head on the ceiling, and it really hurted.
Now, it's tough to see through these trees over my shoulder, but just up the street, Rudd Middle School is where 40 children were taken to meet their parents, get picked up, and hopefully make it home safely tonight. We are live in Pinson. Jamie Ostroff, WIAT 42 News. Coverage you can count on.
Certainly frightening for those children. There were 50 children on that bus.
And we need to tell you tonight, a staging area was set up for the parents of the children who did not go to the hospital. WIAT 42 News reporter Natalie Tejeda continues our live team coverage.
Trent and Sherry, we're here at Rudd Middle School. It's about a half of a mile away from where the bus accident happened, and this is where the non-injured students were brought, where parents can come and pick them up. We're seeing the last few remaining students being picked up by their parents. We've spoken with a lot of parents, a lot of the students who were involved in the accident. Some parents were very frustrated, saying they felt after they got the phone call from the district telling them the accident had happened that it was a very long time before they got to see their children, and they're very frustrated with that. Other children we spoke with who were involved in the accident say it was complete chaos. There was about 60 to 70 children aboard. That's what one girl told me, and she says after the accident happened, when the bus tipped over, it was absolute chaos inside the bus.
Everybody was screaming, crying. One was like, my shoe, because her shoe came off. And the little boy told me that he bust the glass open with his foot. And I was just so nervous and scared.
Now, I spoke with another girl earlier, and we'll bring you some of that sound a little bit later on this evening. She says she actually helped several of her classmates off the bus, she along with her younger sister. She says she's pretty traumatized and is not sure if she's going to be able to ride the bus Monday morning. Of course, a lot of parents we talk with says they're not sure if they want to have their children be riding the bus either, but again, depending on how rides go, things may have to go that way, and they may have to get back on that bus Monday morning. Of course, we'll have much more coming up tonight at 6. Reporting live here at Rudd Middle School, Natalie Tejeda, WIAT 42 News, coverage you can count on.
We want to show you some video of the students arriving at Children's of Alabama just a short time ago after the bus wreck. We wanted to find out what parents should do if their child was not transported from the scene of the accident. I talked to Dr. Bill Hardwick at Vestavia Pediatrics, and he says parents know their children better than anyone else. If they have consistent complaints about neck pain or headache, then it's a good idea to call your pediatrician, and the nurse on call can help you decide if they do need to be seen inside the doctor's office. But if they're behaving normally, eating and drinking as they usually would, he says that's a good sign. Expect that they might be a little stressed from the trauma of being in a school bus wreck. Dr. Hardwick is a strong advocate for seat belts on school buses.